on your landing page. Your social profiles are your landing page. And a lot of people don't understand this concept as well. So whenever I say, hey, work on your social profiles, they are quite literally your landing page. They go like, no, but I already have a landing page. It's my website. Okay, that's a very good point. But the website is always kind of like the secondary place or the final place your prospect goes to in order to either take the action you want them to take, whether it's book a call, sign up, call you directly, or even fill out a form. So whatever that final step is, that is done on the website. Most of the times you can also use your social profiles to take that final step, and your website could just be as someone who just wants to learn more about you. So let's say over here you have your social profile. This is your social profile. You have your profile picture over here. So let's say you are a lawyer. And by the way, this is something that could work for any service-based business, but for this example, we're going to use a lawyer. Let's say you're a lawyer and this is your page. Let's say this is your Instagram page, for example. Now this could be any page. Let's say you're more active on LinkedIn, you're more active on any other platform, but we're using Instagram because that is something I personally work on a lot as well. So we're using Instagram on this example. So let's say this is your Instagram page. You have your profile picture over here, you have your follow button, you have your bio over here, and then of course you have your profile grid. And now, the thing about the Instagram profile, and I'm just going to explain this to you very logically. The thing is, it is on a platform called Meta. And you know, Meta is what Facebook and Instagram is. And Facebook and Instagram total have 4 billion users monthly. It was either 4 or 6, but it was around 4 billion users monthly is how many people use their platforms. So what you're doing here is when you create a profile, you are building a profile and a public space in Meta. So, and also let me create like a diagram over here of your website. And this is your website. And let's just say nobody knows about this. Let's say you're creating content, you're running ads, you're doing everything you can to bring in traffic to your website initially. Like you're not paying attention to your social profiles, you're not paying attention to any other external sources. You just want more website traffic. How do you do that? What we ideally want is your profile over here gets visitors to your website. So your Instagram profile acts as a first landing page, and then your website is your secondary place. Because nobody's going to type you up randomly. They need to find you up somewhere. They're either going to find you up on, let's say, Facebook, Google, whatever your platform is, they need to find you first in order to even click on your website. So you have the best looking website in the world. If this isn't optimized, then this is not going to happen. Like this part needs to be optimized to a point where you can make this part happen. For example, if they come to your feed, you need to be answering this question: who are you serving? Who are you serving? Like, who is your service for? Who is your service for? So to stay in the topic of lawyers, you can just type something like personal injury lawyer or something like, I don't know, criminal defense lawyer. So if you have this criminal defense lawyer on this part, now people know who you are. And then as your profile picture, you need to have like a professional photo taken of you. As long as your face is clear, I'm fine, but the more professional your photo is, the better it just looks on the whole profile, because it's kind of like an icon. It's represented everywhere on the search bar, every single place, even on the messaging tab. So you want to make sure your profile picture that you actually use is on point. So the profile is on point, you have your name on there, and even on bio, just have some accomplishments, and have, like, if you're geographically locked, let's say you're a personal injury lawyer in our city in Houston, just say that. Just say location, Houston. And then in this part, I would add who is your service for? Like, who do you help? In lawyer's case, it's more of a broad market, whoever got into an accident. So just anything related to that, you need to make sure your bio kind of answers all those questions. So to a point, anyone who gives your profile like a 3-second gaze, They already know what you do. Now, the second point would be content. Like, you need to be posting enough content for them to even care. So your content just needs to talk about some pain points. So let's say somebody got into a car crash, okay? Answer questions on what their next steps are, um, or what are some things they need to look out for when you talking to the insurance company or something like that. Whatever your pain points are, just make content around it. Have like 60 to 30 videos and post consistently to a point where you're also building up a following, but it just also looks good whenever somebody sees an active profile. You're active on your stories, the story bubble is always pink, and just posting consistently literally gets half the job done because A, it's bringing in new followers, like you're literally nurturing old followers and you're bringing in new traffic. And that was the second point, bringing in more traffic, which is going to directly correlate with you going on this part over here, website. So the more people you bring on over here, there's a very big chance more people are going to come on over here onto your website. So this is why you need to be focusing on a lot more on your landing page. Your social profiles are your landing page. So if in your Facebook page, your Instagram page, your LinkedIn page, they all need to be optimized. If you don't have, let's say you choose two primary platforms, Facebook and Instagram, or Instagram and LinkedIn. Make sure those two platforms are super optimized because they're going to show up on Google. If somebody looks up, if somebody on Google looks up like this lawyer, of course they're going to see a business card if they have a location, but then of course the first thing needs to pop up is the website, but then the second, third, fourth, fifth, two of these are going to be your socials. Is usually the second one is always Facebook or Instagram, whatever it's optimized for. But let's say Instagram and LinkedIn are primary platforms, it's going to pop up over here. Because let's say you have 2,000 followers on LinkedIn and 5,000 followers on Instagram, it's going to show up here. And it also helps with SEO as well. I talked about this in a separate video, but content directly correlates with SEO as well. So make sure you're keeping track of that as well. All right, that's all for today's video. Pretty short, but super important. If you are a service-based business who is looking for one-on-one help when it comes to generating leads, booked calls, using their content, there is a Calendly link right down in the description. Click on that, pick a time that works for you, and we'll get in touch very, very soon. I'll see you in the next one.